The crunch of metal, the shriek of tires, it's a sound that changes everything. You've just been in a car accident in Florida, and what you do in the next 10 minutes is absolutely critical for your safety and your legal rights. In the chaos and confusion of a crash, it's incredibly easy to make simple mistakes that could jeopardize your health and your ability to get the compensation you're owed. Hi, I'm Jim Curtis. I'm a personal injury lawyer here in Apollo Beach, Florida. Today I'm going to give you a clear step-by-step checklist to follow in those first crucial minutes. Following these steps will help you stay safe, protect your rights, and avoid the common errors that can end up costing you dearly. So let's dive in. Before you do anything else, take a breath and assess your immediate safety. First, check yourself and anyone else in your car for injuries. Adrenaline can easily mask pain, so even if you feel fine, do a quick but careful check. Now, what about the car? If the accident was minor and your car is still drivable, the safest option is to move it to the shoulder or to a nearby parking lot. Immediately turn on your hazard lights to warn other drivers. But if the crash was serious, if the car won't move, or if anyone is hurt, do not move the vehicles. Stay in your car with your seatbelt on until help arrives, unless there's a more immediate danger, like a fire. Remember, leaving the scene of an accident that involves injury or significant property damage is a crime in Florida. Your second step is to call the police. This is non-negotiable. Even for what looks like a simple fender bender, you need to make the call. In Florida, the law requires you to report any crash with an injury, a hit and run, a suspected drunk driver, or property damage that appears to be over $500. And let's be honest, with the cost of repairs today, almost any dent or broken light will easily pass that $500 mark. When you call the police, an official police report is created. This report is one of the single most important pieces of evidence for your insurance claim or any further legal action. Without it, the other driver could change their story, and it would be just your word against theirs. Tell the dispatcher your location and whether anyone is injured. That one process gets the official process rolling. The third and possibly most difficult step is to watch what you say. It's a natural human instinct to be polite or even apologize after a collision. But saying, "I'm so sorry," or "I didn't even see you," can be used against you as an admission of fault. It's not your job to figure out who was at fault on the side of the road. That's what insurance adjusters and legal experts are for. When you speak to the other driver and the police, stick to the facts and only the facts. Just describe what happened from your point of view without offering any apologies or opinions. After a crash, your smartphone is the most powerful tool you have in these first 10 minutes. While you're waiting for the police, switch into detective mode. Take photos and videos of absolutely everything. Get wide shots of the whole scene to show how the cars are positioned. Then get close-ups of the damage to both your car and the other vehicle. Don't forget to take photos of the license plates, any skid marks on the road, traffic signs or signals, and any visible injuries that you have. If there are any witnesses, ask them for their name and phone number. A statement from an independent third party can be priceless if the other driver later tries to change their story. You can't have too much evidence. And finally, know the deadlines that can make or break your case. This is where knowing the specific rules for Florida becomes so important. First, you have a 14-day window from the date of the accident to seek medical attention in order to be eligible for your personal injury protection benefits, otherwise known as PIP. Even if you feel fine, get checked out by a qualified medical provider. Many serious injuries like whiplash or concussions don't show symptoms for hours or even days. If you miss this 14-day deadline, you could lose your right to use your PIP coverage for your medical bills or lost wages. Second, you need to be aware of the statute of limitations. A major change in Florida law shortened the time you have to file a personal injury lawsuit. For accidents happening on or after March 24th, 2023, you now have just 2 years, down from 4. That 2-year clock starts ticking the second the crash occurs. So let's recap the first 10 minutes. Make sure everyone is safe, call the police, don't admit fault, document the scene, and be mindful of that 14-day medical clock. Trying to handle the aftermath of a car accident is overwhelming, and these first steps are just the beginning. You can be sure that the other driver's insurance company, they have a team of professionals ready to protect their own financial interests, not yours. If you've been hurt or your car has serious damage, your next step should be to understand your own legal rights. That's why it's a smart idea to contact an experienced Florida accident attorney. If you have questions about a recent car accident, I'd be happy to answer them. Just give me a call, or you can visit my website at calljimthelawyer.com. Now that you know what you need to do right after a car accident in Florida, be sure to check out this next video to learn 5 simple things that you can do during your claim to increase your personal injury settlement. See you there.